Just from Billionaires. Hey, it's Gary. If you're watching this live, give me a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, hit me with a 3 in the comments. Love to share some really cool marketing strategies. 2 are from Billionaires, which I've had the opportunity to meet and spend some time with. And I think it's so important to listen and understand the foundation of some of these marketing strategies from these very successful people, because it's so easy. It's so easy to want to quit when competition comes in, or we don't know how to express the benefits of maybe our products or services. Also, if this is the first time meeting me or seeing me, or even if it's not, and if you haven't subscribed, liked, or commented, I'd like to get to know you a little bit more. Please do that. All right, so let's run over here to the whiteboard and talk about some of these awesome strategies. All right, the first one is from my personal billionaire mentor, and it looks like we have some really dark lighting here. Bear with me. This is probably not going to improve it much, but anyway. All right, so the first one is Sandals Resorts. Sandals Resorts. The owner, Butch Stewart, when he bought his first resort, it was literally right across the street from the airport, and still is. You could throw a stone from the entrance of the hotel to the airport. So a lot of people are thinking, well, this is not a smart move. Number one, it was a derelict hotel. It was all, messed up and no good. And there's a reason it was that way. At least a lot of people thought so. It's because it's right in front or right beside an international airport. So you've got, jets taking off at all hours in the morning. Who's going to want to be there and be woken up at, 2 o'clock in the morning with a jet taking off? And that was one of the reasons that people weren't running to buy this property, but he did. So somebody in the team came up with an incredible idea that he approved, and here's what it was. So when people would be at the resort and an airplane would go by, instead of complaining about it, the staff would teach the guests to wave bye to the jet. And while you're waving bye, because Sandals is a couples-only resort, then you're supposed to go ahead and grab and love on the person you're with and kiss them and whatnot. So 2 o'clock in the morning, if you're in bed with your loved one and the jet goes by, you know the rest of the story. So the association was changed. Instead of an annoying noise, to kiss me, love me, wave goodbye, hope to see you again. All right? Simple strategy, but stop and think about it. The average person would not have bought that hotel because in their mind they're thinking it's right. It's literally a stone throw away from an airport. All right, one thing to think about. I thought that was pretty good. The next one is Richard Branson. Had an opportunity to meet Richard. In fact, the owner of Sandals and Richard were close friends. Had the opportunity to meet Richard in Canada, and he heard this. The guy's brilliant. He's really a sharp marketer. I think we can give him a lot of credit for that. So Virgin Atlantic Airways, right, was his airlines, and then the competition was British Airways, BA, British Airways. And he had heard early one morning that British Airways had taken off and they were unable to get their landing gear up. So the gear couldn't come up. Now, in an airplane like that, if your landing gear doesn't come up, you just can't simply come back and land. There is a weight limitation on the aircraft. So that weight limitation has to be met. So in other words, they have to jettison and fly around and get rid of all that fuel before they can land. Well, Richard knew that, so he immediately was able to get a blimp, an advertising blimp where you can put advertising on it, and he had the blimp fly around. He was able to get that done before the airlines landed, British Airways landed, and the media is coming out now to figure out, okay, what's going on? Landing gear can't go up, so this airplane's got to come down on land. It's going to be flying around. So he got the blimp to put a big advertisement while they're flying around the airport near the area. It says BA, British Airways, can't get it up. All right? So taking advantage of marketing strategy. Now, this next one, I really, really like this next one. And here's the reasons I'm sharing this with you. It's so easy especially when you're young in business and maybe you don't have a tremendous amount of capital. It's so easy to want to quit. It's so easy not to be thinking creatively. And marketers who are very, very successful, one of their abilities is to really think, lack of a better terminology, to think out of the box, but their creating strategy is genius. If you've seen the recent one with Tesla with their new, I guess it's a pickup or whatever, brilliant strategy. They've got this Tesla, if you haven't seen the ad, and the Tesla is racing a Porsche, and it's saying it can beat a Porsche by whatever. It's faster than a Porsche. And then all you see is this new Tesla truck and the Porsche, right, as it's racing. And then the camera shoots, and top of that, the Tesla truck is pulling a Porsche behind it, not to mention racing the Porsche and beating it. These are strategies that you've got to really think through and think out, but that's a brilliant one. So here's another one, and I'm going to wrap up here because I know you've got a full day today. And this one is one about competition. Bear with me here. And I got phones ringing and all that good stuff. I can't get all this stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's a cool one. So this one is about a beauty salon. So here's the beauty salon. This beauty salon is charging, let's say, $25 for a haircut. So imagine now you're charging $25 for a haircut. Business is doing well. And then you hear across the street, we've got one of these low-budget salons coming in where they charge $6 for a haircut. Now, I want you to be thinking about this for a moment. Let's say that you're doing very well. You're doing $25 for a haircut. Business is great. And then you see the competition across the street. They put a big sign that says $6 haircuts. I think most people, if they owned a beauty salon charging $25 and they see the competition charging $6, that might cause you a little bit of a concern. And unfortunately for a lot of people, their thought process goes pretty negative, as opposed to, okay, can we come up with a very smart marketing strategy that really changes the game? So here's what this person did. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So keep in mind that we're charging $25 for a haircut. Competition across the street is charging $6 a haircut. That's pretty cheap compared to your $25. So we charging $25, we put a sign in our window that says, we fix $6 haircuts. Oh, that's so good. Need I say any more? The bottom line is this is what marketing is all about. The marketing strategies to get the edge, not only against the competition necessarily, but to bring in more company business, to bring in more customers, and to create a marketing atmosphere within your team that you think this way. It's so easy to go down the negative rabbit hole and think, oh my goodness, we're charging $25 for a haircut. The competition is charging $6. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? As opposed to when you think differently as a marketer, this is the type of stuff you come up with. All right, hope you've enjoyed today's video. This is good stuff. This is the stuff that gets me like excited about business, because when you're thinking this way, you become very, very creative and you become more successful at what you do. I'm out of here. Between now and the next time we get to chat, you know what to do. Don't let anything or anyone rent space in your head. Have an awesome day. Look forward to seeing your comments below. Like and subscribe as well. We'll see you.